Let's continue our conversation about all the shocking celebrity scandal in the wake of this year's Oscars. I am so excited, thrilled to welcome our very special guest, Robin Quivers, the one and only co-host of the mega hit Howard Stern show on Sirius XM satellite radio. We're going to talk about Robin's incredible work helping children. We're also going to get Robin's take on the Sandra Bullock, Jesse James mess. But first, Sandra's marriage isn't the only thing that has people talking. The breakout star from Precious is back in the spotlight, but this time it's not about her Oscar-worthy performance. Gabourey Sidibe has been praised for her excellent work in this movie, but she clearly does not fit Hollywood's standard. Look at this Vanity Fair Young Hollywood cover. Do you notice a pattern here? It'd be hard to miss. All the starlets are extremely thin and white. Gabby tells Ebony magazine, quote, "I don't try to live up to the standards of Hollywood or any of that. I know that I'm different and I celebrate it," end quote. But some critics say Gabby shouldn't be celebrating being so overweight. Gabby glowed on Oscar night, but will she continue to be a fixture on the red carpet, or will her weight hold her back? Now, Howard Stern made his opinion very clear. Listen to this from the Howard Stern Show on Sirius XM satellite radio.
She is enormous, and you feel bad because
everybody's pretending that she's a part of show business.
Right. It's just ludicrous because everyone's pretending to be part of show business.
And that she's going to be around.
And she's never going to be in another movie. And she really should have gotten the Best Actress award because she's never going to have another show. What movie is she going to be in?
What part do they have that she can play?
Blindside 2, she could be the football player.
She could be the next football player.
she could take out the whole front line. I mean, it's so sad. And you just want to say to her, listen, honey, now you got a little money in the bank. Go get yourself thin. You're going to die in like 3 years.
You're sick. This is a terrible thing you've done to yourself, and it can only lead to bad things.
Now, Howard's comments were harsh, but is there any truth there? Should this starlet make a change? Robin, you and I know each other because we're both vegans, which is strict vegetarians, and we keep running into each other at the same vegan restaurant. I'm so delighted to see you on television now. Let's talk about this. What's your take on Gabby Sidibe?
When I first saw the movie, quite frankly, I was afraid that this was going to be an excuse for a lot of young women who are already struggling with their weight not to do anything about it. We've had this happen over and over again where overweight celebrities have claimed that they're happy with their size until they get sick. And then they try to do something about it. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's not... they're too late. They start to make those changes too late in their lives. They've already developed illnesses that will be with them chronically for the rest of their lives and probably cause them an early death. I, for one, have a great love in my heart for everyone. And when I see young girls carrying weight like this, I know that this only means that they are going to get sick early in their lives, and their lives are going to be cut short.
And you bring me to my big issue tonight. Is this an addiction? Take a look at Kirstie Alley. She was the spokesperson for the Jenny Craig weight loss system. And then, look at her there. Well, she's regained all of her weight. Okay? She talked about it on Oprah. John Candy died of a heart attack at the age of 43. He was extremely obese. What we are really talking about here, in my opinion, Robin, is food addiction. It does exist. Just like alcohol or drug addiction, there's actually a recovery program. So let's listen to another clip from your Sirius XM radio show.
Be honest with the girl.
Yeah, look in that room. Who else do you look like?
Right.
Those are the people who work all the time.
Yeah. Oprah talking about that chick, and the poor chick.
A brilliant career.
Oprah should have said, you need to get help because we don't want to lose you. You're a nice girl. We want you to get help.
Let's do an intervention right here, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Robin, do we need to stop enabling people who have a severe food addiction?
Well, somebody said to me today, it would be the same as seeing an alcoholic up on stage and never saying anything and saying it's all right for you to be an alcoholic and just come here inebriated and unable to speak, slurring your words. I remember at the Golden Globes, didn't they get all over Mariah Carey or one of those award shows because she was a little tipsy? But food addiction is the addiction that is acceptable.
It is the modern ale, as they say. You've struggled with your weight, right?
Absolutely. So have I. And I considered myself a food addict until I understood what was going on, realized it was the food and the way I was eating it, and that I had to address the situation.
All right, so you made some changes, and so did I. So we both eat a lot of fruits and vegetables because we're vegans. All right, on to Sandra Bullock. Robin, this morning on your show, you were saying you don't think Sandra is going to have any contact at all with Jesse James ever again unless it's in a courtroom. And how about this woman he allegedly cheated on Sandra with? We got to show you this Nazi regalia. This is outrageous. What's up with these guys who have these gorgeous women at home and they go out and cheat with this?
Well, there's certainly an attraction to a wealthy, powerful, beautiful woman. Unfortunately, Jesse James also has a type, because we've seen his girlfriends from the past and his wives from the past. He likes a girl who's tattooed, who's a little bit wild and crazy in bed, and not all that conservative. And I guess he was missing something in that relationship, and he wasn't being honest with Sandra.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's not just about the cheating, it's about the dishonesty. That's what makes you crazy. Let's talk about...
Also, can you imagine you're Sandra Bullock and you see this is what your husband is really hungering for? So you've been living a lie all this time. I mean, that must be the worst feeling in the world. I want to hear the best time in her life.
I want to hear about your incredible charity. You're the co-founder of the 15 Foundation. You're helping the Boys and Girls Club. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we're starting our kickoff event down in Miami Beach, Florida, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, Thursday, at the SDK restaurant in Miami. We're having an art show and a reception, and it's all to benefit the Boys and Girls Club of South Beach, which services 150 to 300 kids, depending on the time of the year, and they don't have to pay very much to be there. And it's the only place they could go after school where they can work on their homework in peace and get some reading skills and computer skills, as well as some recreation.
God bless you, Robin. Stay right where you are. Don't go anywhere. We're switching gears to Ben Roethlisberger. He's accused of sexual assault, but now cops say they don't need Big Ben's DNA. Is the NFL superstar off the hook? We're taking your calls. 1-877-586-7297.
Makers will